rap.
Hey. My window low with my day burning, I'm in it. The cuts where I be earning all of my winnings. I give it all till it hurts, man.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy J McGee III, and the J stands for juice, and I'm back in this thing with another NBA 2K20 build video. But today I got something different from y'all, because I'm gonna do 3 builds, all point guards, all capable of doing multiple things on the floor. I mean, of course, they'll all have their weaknesses, but these builds you won't even be able to notice. So without further ado, let's get into the first build. So first on the list is the slashing playmaker. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna pick the playmaking and finishing chart. I like to call this my John Wall build, because I will finesse some defense in here. The only thing you won't really be able to do is shoot, which is true for John Wall. I mean, John Wall has, some kind of shot, but not the greatest. Anyway, for the pie chart, you would think, let's pick the speed chart, but no. Pick the agility and vertical, because you only lose a few points in speed, but you gain all of that in vertical. And, John Wall be putting people on posters, so you got to go with the vertical. All right, pause the screen if you need to, but you can see here you get 20 finishing, 6 shooting, 26 playmaking, 9 defensive rebounds, and I'm going to show you what badges I think you should put that on. All right, body type obviously doesn't matter. Everyone knows that. Height, John Wall's official height is 6'4". If you want to, you can leave it at 6'3", but I'm going to put it at 6'4", just for that extra inch that you get with some of the stuff. Weights, I'm going to put weight at 187. John Wall's official weight is 210, but I'm going with 187 because it's the lowest weight that you can get without losing any attribute points, and I think that is sometimes important. Now, wingspan, minimize it, 76 inches, because you want to gain some shooting, gain some ball handle, gain the strength back that you lost, and you're still at the in the 70s, which is good enough for a John Wall slashing playmaker build. Anyway, takeover is dealer's choice. You can pick whatever you want. Shot creator would be a good one. Playmaker would be a good one if you got the skills to dribble. I don't, so I'm gonna go with the slash and play takeover. So now we are at the badges. I set them out, and you see we got 7 Hall of Fame badges. We got 11 gold badges and nothing really else. But when I show you what these are, you'll be like, "Oh, okay, Juice, you got it. You got it." Obviously, we could have had more Hall of Fame playmaking badges, but I don't think that's necessary. All right, so for the finishing badges, obviously, contact finisher, fancy footwork, giant slayer, they are a must-to-have, especially on your point guard. So I decided to go Hall of Fame on 2 of those, gold, giant slayer, and then gold acrobat, because this is John Wall. John Wall be doing the 360 layups and stuff. He be having it. Shooting badges, you only really need 2, and I think those are gold catch and shoot, gold corner specialist. Why? Because I don't think you need quick draw, because you can just put on Kevin Love's jump shot. Only thing, like, if you don't want corner specialist, then put on difficult shots. Other than that, you can't really shoot to begin with. I don't recommend shooting that much with this build. You can shoot with this build. I don't recommend it though. So I would say catch and shoot, corner specialist. Playmaking badges. You got 5 Hall of Fame badges. All right, now if you're imagining John Wall, then obviously, quick first step, space creator, downhill, Hall of Fame. That's no question. John Wall is one of the fastest players in the league when healthy, so downhill and transition a must. Quick first step, space creator, I don't even need to explain it. Floor general. Now, you could always swap floor general, Hall of Fame floor general for Hall of Fame dimer. I won't though, because you could always get rid of gold, stop, and go and put it on dimer, which I think I'm gonna do. But yeah, the rest of these badges, I think these are perfect for your point guard, for your John Wall build. You want to make your teammates better on the floor. And for defense, rebounding, you're a point guard, you only need 3. Clamps, pickpocket, pick dodger. Gold, all of them. If you want to get fancy a little bit, maybe you can take, you can make pick dodger and pickpocket silver and then give yourself, interceptor or something. But anyway, that is slashing playmaker John Wall build. We are going to get into the next build right now. All right, next build. I'm going to call this the two-way playmaking shot creator. The game won't call it that, but when you see how much defense this thing has, that is 100% what you will refer to it as anyway. All right, skill breakdown, defense, shooting. And for your physical profile, once again, you want to go with agility and vertical. And you can see there, 87 speed, 85 acceleration, 91 vertical. This thing is going to be crazy. Now, pause it if you need to, but as you can see, you end up with 6 finishing. So I guess finishing is its weak point. You still have, mid-70s, high 70s in driving layup and driving dunk. That's not a weakness. 18 shooting, 10 playmaking, 19 defensive and rebound, which I don't know why it won't call it a two-way playmaking shot creator. Whatever. And I don't know how they compare it to Steph Curry, because I don't think Steph Curry is a 19 defensive rebound badge upgrades kind of guy. But anyway, body type, once again, means nothing. Height, I'll leave it at the default 6'3". Maybe you want to go down to 6'2", but I wouldn't. So 6'3" is the height you should leave it. Weight, once again, like the first build, 189, because it's the lowest you can get without losing anything. Oh wait, did I go minimum here? You could go minimum here, I guess. If you don't care about strength and you want to get vertical, more acceleration. Oh, actually, I did go for it. Like I said, I was changing these builds as I was recording. Wingspan, obviously, minimize that so you can get more shooting, better ball handle, obvious stuff here. And as you see, you have 4 options for takeover. I say go shot creator. So, because you can do sharpshooter and stuff, but you can also do shot creator. And as you can see here, you have the playmaking shot creator, but you saw how much defense was here. So I'm going to call it the two-way playmaking shot creator. Fight me if you disagree. Yeah, so as you can see there at the bottom, like I said, Stephen Curry, which I don't know how. But I guess if they don't put two-way here, then it makes sense to make it a Steph Curry build. So for the sake of the video, I'm going to call him a Steph Curry build, but I don't think it's a Steph Curry build. DeJounte Murray is a really good comparison, actually. Even Baron Davis is a decent reach, I guess, but Steph Curry, nah. Whatever. But anyway, I'm going to show you what kind of badges I think fit this build perfectly. All right, as you can see, we got 1 Hall of Fame badge, which is on defense, so it's definitely not Steph Curry. I guess obviously I could have had Hall of Fame badges in shooting, but I wanted to spread the wealth a little bit. So let's start in finishing. Contact finisher, fancy footwork. That's easy. One change that I could recommend if you wanted to do is, change fancy footwork to Giant Slayer, or reduce contact finisher and fancy footwork to silver and give yourself silver Giant Slayer. You could also go with the teardropper, but I don't throw floaters as much as other people do. So I recommend, so I'm going to just go contact finisher and fancy footwork. Shooting. This is, if this is supposed to be a Steph Curry build, then quick draw, range extender, dead eye, these are all must for a Steph Curry build. So even catch and shoot, because he will catch it and get it off just as quickly as you. Anyway, I ain't got time to explain that. You know. Then difficult shots, because he hit some difficult shots. That's the badge. Difficult shots. Volume shooter, just because if I'm gonna be playing on a build that can shoot, I will shoot. And shooters shoot, and my trigger finger, listen, I ain't gonna hit all of them, but I will shoot all of them. You feel me? Only recommended changes, maybe you want to do slippery off ball. You get them off ball screens. That's a good one if you don't want to use volume shooter. Maybe you want to make quick draw Hall of Fame. I don't think it's necessary. I think quick draw is more for where you're comfortable. You don't even need quick draw. You can always put Kevin Love's jumper on. I'm gonna say that a lot. Yeah, but playmaking. This was hard to pick, but I think quick first step and space creator on gold are must, because Steph does blow by people a lot. And then space creator, maybe you blow by them and then you want to hit a step back. Silver dimer, silver unpluckable, I think those are just givens. And then defense. This is why I don't think he's Steph Curry. Hall of Fame, clamps. You're a point guard. The other point guard's going to handle the ball most of the time. Clamp him down, my guy. And then for the rest of these defensive badges, most of these defensive badges are meant for big men, so it's not that hard to pick from. Pickpocket, pick dodger. You want those two as a point guard. Intimidator is just kind of like that iffy one. Chase down artist, you're the fastest person on the court, probably. You want to help out on the transition. And then interceptor, you got to play the passing lanes. That's a given. But yeah, those are the best defensive badges that I think will be for this build, which is why I also don't think this is a Steph Curry build. Fight me if I'm thinking I'm wrong. By the way, I don't hate Steph Curry. I actually love watching Steph Curry play. Anyway, that's really it. Now let's get into this last and final build. All right, last build, the inside out playmaker, aka the Ja Morant build, and I'm gonna show you how to make it. Anyway, skill breakdown. This is the easy one: shooting, finishing. Playmaking is a good one for Ja, but we're gonna minimize some things. We're gonna do some things, and he gonna get the playmaking. Max speed for the skill breakdown, and here are your attributes. Pause it if you need to, but you end up with 19 finishing, 15 shooting, 15 playmaking, 6 defense, and rebound, which I guess would be his weakness, but with the 2 badges that I'm going to tell you I'm sure you can guess what they are. You'll be fine. Ball handle, pass accuracy, high, which is what Ja Morant does. He is a playmaker, but he can also shoot. He can also finish at the rim, so I needed to finesse the system to make sure that he could do all 3. So let's move it along. Don't know what's going on with the audio. Anyway, body shape, don't mean a thing. There you go. Height, leave his height at 6'3". I'm not even sure what Ja Morant's official height is, but I'm just going to tell you right now, leave it at 6'3". It'll make your life easier. And we're going to minimize the weight. And for the wingspan, we're going to go 75.9, which I think is 1 off the minimum. Now, you can go minimum if you want to, but I'm just going to go 1 off the minimum because I want to reduce the amount of things that go down, like the steals and stuff. and choose your takeover. Dealer's choice. I'm gonna go with the slash and takeover because I like the slash and takeover. I like dunking on people. That's just my thing. So when I finish this, you'll see that we have made the inside and out playmaker, similar to Derrick Rose and Ja Morant. Let's get into these badges. All right, now here we are on the badge setup. 1 Hall of Fame, 16 gold, a bronze and silver for a little razzle dazzle. Let's get into the badges. So for finishing, Hall of Fame contact finisher is your must, as well as fancy footwork and giant slayer. Acrobat is an iffy one. You can like put live city finisher if you want. You know, consistent finisher, relentless finisher, any of those. But fancy footwork, slithery finisher are like, they like one and the same. You get to the rim, you throw on a euro, and now you dunking on somebody. And now I know I said I don't throw floaters and runners that much, but I think it's necessary for Ja Morant because he's so crafty around the rim. At least if you want this build to look like Ja Morant when he's on the court, I would say put on teardropper. Shooting badges. You got 5 of them. Quick draw, range extender, catch and shoot, difficult shots, dead-eye. That's all you need. You know, if you're on the park, you know, most people like to put on a green machine and a hot zone hunter. And you can do that, even corner specialist. But I like this 5 badge setup. Obviously, you know, if you want, you can put like dead-eye and difficult shots on silver and give yourself another badge, but that's your call. Playmaker, quick first step, space creator, downhill, unpluckable dimer. You know, this is just, it's light work. That's like, those are point guard playmaking badges. You know, break starter, yeah. Ankle breaker if you want, you know. But for Ja Morant, these 5 badges for a build that plays like him are perfect, I think. Downhill was the one iffy one for me because I thought about floor general, I thought about stop and go, but and then defense, like I told you, you know, gold clamps. You always put on gold clamps or Hall of Fame clamps if you can, if you need to at least. And then usually I would go gold clamps and gold pickpocket or gold pick dodger. But this time I decided to give myself silver pickpocket and just a bronze pick dodger. But with that being said, that is the last build in this video. I hope you enjoyed. Remember, like, comment, subscribe for more builds because I have another video coming out later this week highlighting my favorite center builds. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss that one. Thank you for watching. And I am out of here. Peace.